Alright, welcome back guys. I'll be making a steak and baked potato. First we are stuck with the baked potato, since it'll take the longest to boil. Yes, you can put and bake it with aluminum foil, and sure, that's the slow way, but this is a faster, easier way. So start potatoes. With this wet hand. Yeah, we got our potatoes. Rinse them off real good. Don't need to peel them since we want to keep them minerals and stuff on the skin. Alright, we got potatoes. Put them in boiling water. Put some butter. Then we'll get some green onions or chives. I'll prep this for later for our potatoes. Just chop them up. Careful to do your fingers like so when cutting, so you're not cutting your tips. Green onions. We're also, so that's our green onions. We also need to fry some bacon, right? So start getting bacon bits. We're actually getting real bacon. Makes it way better. So like half strips. All right. We're doing a steak to be Angus T-bone steak. And I like to cut some of the fat off. Alright, then we'll get, I like to do a little bit seasoning. Got Montreal steak seasoning. Sprinkle some. cooking. Okay. A little bit of oil, could be virgin oil, any oil really, just a little bit. Just kind of lock in where it grills or it fries rather. So preserve some of the moisture, some of those juices. Bacon eggs. All right. Flip over the steak. A little bit of rosemary here. Pepper thyme. And a little bit of salt. Again, a little bit of oil. And this is just to lock in the flavors, the moisture when you are frying the steak on the pan. Blasphemy, I know. Okay. It's good. And potatoes gonna take about half hour or so to cook. In the meantime, get this ready, this bacon ready. Bacon. Now we're going to be making bacon chips, bacon bits. Delicious. Alright, so we got our green onions and our bacon bits ready for our potatoes later. Of course, when I use mozzarella cheese, like a super cheesy, but you can use American cheese or whatever cheese you like. And that's that. We'll come back after the potatoes are done in about 25 minutes or so. Bye. Okay. Alright, and we got the boiling potatoes. Make sure you flip them over so they both cook evenly both sides. Alright, while that's cooking, boiling, we have our steak here. Here we put some spices, herbs, whatever, and we're about to cook it now. Also, put a little bit of butter on the microwave to get melt. That way later on we can drizzle it on the steak itself. Alright, so we'll get started with the steak. Need to get the pan to heat up. Remember, the steak already has a little bit of oil on it with herbs. They'll lock in the flavors and such. And butter is ready. Okay. And be aware that when you're boiling these potatoes, you get a lot of steam off, so you might want to add extra water sometimes. Just make sure it doesn't get too low. Right. So here's your steak. Let's put it on the grill. Don't let it sear. That makes like crispy outer layer, very thin, and then you lower the heat, let it cook a little bit slower. So right now it's on high heat. You can put the searing there. Alright, and we're gonna flip it over. Hopefully it should be enough. Again, we're just going to grill it for about 4 or 5 minutes each side, 3 to 5 minutes each side, and we'll be using a thermometer to make sure our steak is nice and good. And this one is very helpful. It even comes with what degrees it should be in the interior to make sure it's nice and cooked. So for us, about 150, that'll be medium beef, to maybe 155. Very simple. This is Fahrenheit. Stick it in halfway in, and you see the temperature go there, right? Again, we'll leave it to sit there for a few minutes and flip it over. Alright, and see our steak is nice and golden, crispy outside. And check the temperature. I'm trying to get about 150. And when you see the blood coming out, that means it's like boiling out. So it's kind of, that's a signal saying like, hey, this steak is pretty much done. Oh, there you go, 153. We're about right there. And it's gonna turn off the heat. Let it sit there. Potato should be done too. And for drinks, I'll be getting some pineapple juice. Check on these potatoes. Should be soft inside. Use the thermometer as well. And yep, easily punches through. So those potatoes are done. Drain this. One potato. Really see, we won't cut it kind of halfway, quarters, like so. And we'll put cheese right on it. Just a little drizzle, and just a little bit drizzle of butter, just a little bit. Okay. And like I said earlier, you can kind of see the blood coming off, like boiling out. That means it's kind of ready. Alright, this is good. Alright. Alright, now to prepare baked potato. Like I said, we put the cheese earlier, it's nice and melted. We put some sour cream. Okay, now put some bacon. And some green onions. Okay. And it's a huge steak, so I think I'm gonna cut it. Plus the wicken. And perfect. Little pink in the inside there. Now, I like to cut some of it, not all of it, just like a little bit, so I can sit down and eat and enjoy it right away. About half, the other half can stay there, stay warm. A little bit salt. And a little bit butter. Right, and of course my awesome pineapple juice, nice and cold on my PlayStation cup. And that's that, guys.